Have you ever opened someone's social media profile and found absolutely nothing there? No photos, no stories, no updates, just silence, months, sometimes years of silence. And suddenly you pause, because in a world where everyone is constantly talking, some people choose to say nothing at all. And that silence, it makes you curious. You start wondering, why don't they post anything? What's going on in their mind? What are they thinking? Are they hiding? Or is there something deeper behind this quietness? Today, we're stepping into a world most people never notice. The world of people who don't post on social media. And the psychology behind that silence is far more meaningful than you might think. In today's world, everyone is sharing something. They share what they ate, where they went, what they bought, who they met, what they watched, what they celebrated, and sometimes even what they cried about. Every moment becomes content. Every thought becomes a caption. Every experience becomes a post waiting to happen. But then, there are people who simply don't participate in this constant performance. They don't post, they don't update, they don't broadcast. And it's not because they're boring or insecure or antisocial. These people move differently. They think differently. They value different things. Their silence is not a sign of emptiness. It's a sign of depth, of grounding, of choice. Their silence is not accidental, it is deliberate, purposeful, intentional. And the more you understand it, the more you realize that these quiet souls carry stories far richer than what appears online. There are people who observe everything, but announce nothing. They scroll not because they want to compare themselves, but because they want to understand the world. They enjoy seeing how people behave, what people value, how trends shift, how emotions unfold. They learn silently. They notice the smallest things, things most people are too busy posting to even catch. These individuals don't post because they don't need validation. They don't need likes. They don't need an audience. Their internal world is so rich, so full, so alive, that external attention feels unnecessary. In their silence, there is a quiet courage, the courage to not participate in society's pressure to be constantly visible. Not posting isn't shyness. Not posting isn't fear. Not posting isn't a lack of confidence. It's emotional independence. There are people who feel emotions in a very deep, personal way. Their joy is precious. Their sadness is fragile. Their memories are sacred. To them, sharing these moments with the world feels wrong. It feels like opening a diary to strangers. They don't post because their life is not meant to be consumed. Their best moments are meant to be lived, not displayed. Their happiness is meant to be felt, not filtered. Their love is meant to be shared with real people, not posted for strangers. These people aren't hiding their lives. They're protecting it. To them, privacy isn't secrecy. Privacy is peace. Some people stay away from posting because social media feels like a spotlight they never asked to stand under. They worry about how they'll be perceived. They worry about being misunderstood. They worry about being judged. They can spend minutes or even hours overthinking a single caption. Not because they crave perfection, but because the fear of criticism feels heavy. The internet can be harsh, opinionated, loud, unfiltered, and for sensitive souls, this noise is exhausting. So they choose silence, not out of fear, but out of self-preservation. Their silence is a boundary, a safe space, a shield that protects their mental peace. You know those people who rarely post anything, yet they are the most present in your life? They call you, they check on you, they meet you, they stand by you, they support you. They believe that relationships grow through conversations, not through curated posts. They don't document moments, they live them. They don't measure connection with likes, they measure it with presence. Their friendships are not built on heart emojis, they're built on real emotional experiences. These are the ones who truly listen, who sit with you, who comfort you, who care for you not for the world to see, but because that's who they are. There are people who stop posting because life has overwhelmed them. Not because nothing is happening, but because too much is happening. They are healing wounds no one knows about. They are rebuilding parts of themselves quietly. They are learning how to breathe again after seasons of emotional heaviness. For them, social media feels like noise, a distraction, a burden. Posting feels pointless when you're trying to survive. Sharing feels exhausting when your soul is tired. Smiling for the internet feels fake when your heart is still recovering. So they choose silence, a silence that gives them space to heal. A silence that lets them process their emotions. A silence that helps them grow. Introverts have worlds inside them. Worlds full of imagination, reflection, meaning, and emotion. They don't need external applause to feel alive. Their fun is subtle. Their joy is internal. Their peace is private. They don't post because their life doesn't need an audience. They don't announce because their happiness doesn't need witnesses. These individuals experience life deeply but quietly. Their silence is not emptiness. It's fullness. On social media, everything becomes performance. Every laugh, every trip, every dinner, every moment. But some people simply don't want their lives to become a show. They don't want to think in terms like, is this post worthy? Will this get likes? How do I look in this picture? What will people think? They want to experience life for themselves, not for the internet. They refuse to turn their memories into content. They refuse to turn their identity into a product. They refuse to turn their joy into a performance. Their silence is their rebellion against a world that demands visibility. Some people genuinely find joy outside of screens. They don't need online approval because their real life already feels meaningful. Their happiness happens in conversations, in moments, in solitude, in simple things. They don't chase attention because they feel whole already. Their fulfillment doesn't come from numbers. It comes from real human connection, real experiences, real emotions. Their silence is not absence, it is satisfaction. There's a misconception that people who don't post are insecure. But often, they are the most emotionally secure. These individuals don't rely on strangers to confirm their worth. They are grounded, self-aware, comfortable in their identity. They don't need to prove anything, show anything, or demonstrate anything. They understand that life doesn't need to be documented to be meaningful. Some chapters are meant to be lived quietly. Some journeys are meant to be personal. Some moments are meant to be protected. At the end of the day, many people stay silent on social media because they choose peace. They choose calmness. They choose freedom. Freedom from comparison. Freedom from pressure. Freedom from noise. Their silence is intentional, not accidental. It is peaceful, not empty. So the next time you come across someone who never posts, whose profile looks empty or inactive, don't assume they have no story. Don't assume they're boring. Don't assume they're disconnected. Their silence may carry memories deeper than any photo could ever show. Their privacy may protect moments too precious for the internet. Their quietness might not be a lack of expression, but a quiet confidence that whispers, I don't need the world to see me. I already know who I am. Some of the most thoughtful, emotionally mature, and beautifully sensitive people are the ones who choose to live their lives off the screen, far away from the pressure to perform. And perhaps, that silence is their loudest truth. They understand something many people don't. You don't need to be seen to be significant. You don't need to post to have value. You don't need an audience to live a meaningful life.